If you are into your tech, you've got a smartwatch on your wrist. Whether it's your need to stay in touch, never miss a call, or track your biometrics, then stay tuned. Today we're taking a serious look at smartwatches on today's episode of 5 Weird Things. Welcome to the channel. Everybody likes weird things and I am no different. Now if you have a suggestion for a new video, a critique of one I already did, or rarest of all things, some praise for me, be sure to sound off in the comments below. Okay? Here we go. First, the stuff everybody knows. A smartwatch is a wearable device that combines the functionality of a traditional wristwatch with the additional features and capabilities often connected to a smartphone or other devices. Now, the digital watch was the first step towards smartwatches, and they began in the 70s. The pulsar time computer, introduced in 1972, considered the first digital watch. Now, in the 80s, calculator watches gained popularity, and while not exactly smartwatches, they demonstrated a growing interest in multifunctional wrist devices. Also in the 80s, Seiko introduced the RC series of wrist computers. These devices had features like calendars, alarms, and the ability to store data, moving closer to the concept of a smartwatch. In the 1990s, attempts were made to combine personal digital assistants, known as PDAs, the functionalities with wristwatches. IBM's WatchPad and Timex Data Link were early examples. Now, as traction in wearable technology market grew, it really began to gain momentum in the 2000s with fitness trackers, which led to Android and Samsung tech in 2014 and finally the Apple Watch in 2015. These were devices and operating systems not just made to work with the wrist tech, but specifically made for wrist technology. Since those benchmark periods, smartwatches have become mainstream. Now that that's out of the way, weird thing number 5, timekeeping. While it may seem pretty basic, smartwatches are still used for their primary function, keeping time. Users can choose from a variety of watch faces and styles to suit their preferences. Weird thing number 4, the +4 route indicator, possibly the birth of smartwatches. Now, if you were driving around England in the 1920s, you would probably have a large, unwieldy touring map in your automobile. That type of map as a way to travel method went on until about the late 1980s, or at least an average map has about 40 different folds in it, and it would be near impossible to fold back into its original state, unless, of course, you purchase the latest technology, a wrist GPS. Well, kind of. The +4 wristlet route indicator was worn on the wrist and was loaded with a small paper roll for your planned route. Then you simply wound the roll to where you were. It would show the upcoming towns and road junctions. As you passed each place, you rolled it to the next section of the road. If detouring off to a side road, you would need to load that appropriate roll on your wrist. So while not really a GPS, it is certainly less cumbersome than the touring maps of the day. Weird thing number 3, fitness trackers don't just track steps. Tracking intimacy. Some fitness trackers, like the WeVibe, this particular device, designed as a couple's intimacy vibrator, and includes a feature that tracks the number of calories burned during intimate activities. Companies have implemented employee wellness programs using fitness trackers to encourage physical activity among employees. Some programs offer incentives or rewards based on the number of steps taken or overall fitness levels. Fitness tracker platforms often host virtual races and challenges where users from around the world can participate. Participants log their activity, and virtual races simulate the experience of competing in real-world events with many competitors. Fitness trackers are used in elder care to monitor activity levels and health of seniors. These devices can help caregivers and family members keep track of an elderly person's well-being. Some researchers have explored the use of fitness trackers to detect and analyze ground movements during earthquakes. The idea is to leverage the widespread distribution of these devices to enhance seismic monitoring. While sleep tracking is a very common feature of most fitness trackers, the accuracy of sleep monitoring on fitness trackers can vary. Some users have reported unusual or amusing sleep data, such as trackers registering naps during long meetings or moments of stillness as deep sleep. These unusual facts highlight the diverse applications and sometimes unexpected use of fitness trackers beyond their conventional health and fitness monitoring functions. Weird thing number 2. One of the more unusual and perhaps quirky facts about smartwatch technology includes a feature not found on most models: the ability to control cockroaches. Now, it might sound like something out of a science fiction movie. There have been experiments and projects that use smartwatch technology to control the movements of cockroaches. Here's how it works. Cockroach backpacks. Researchers have developed miniature backpacks equipped with electronic components that can be attached to cockroaches. These components include sensors, batteries, and wireless communication devices, often from kind of jury-rigged smartwatches. Now, the smartwatch is connected to the backpack-wearing cockroach through wireless communication. By sending specific signals or commands from the smartwatch, researchers can control the movements of the cockroach. The idea of it is the use in search and rescue. The experiments are to explore the potential use of cockroaches equipped with sensors in search and rescue operations. For example, they could be deployed in disaster-stricken areas to navigate through near impossible tight spaces, gather information. Now, while this application might be considered unusual, even a bit strange, it demonstrates the creativity of researchers in exploring unconventional ways to leverage technology for various purposes. It's worth noting that such experiments raise ethical questions about the treatments of animals in research, and there are ongoing discussions about the appropriate use of living organisms in these types of studies. Now, I'm not sure if this even qualifies as a smartwatch fact, but it certainly qualifies as weird. Weird thing number 1. The future of smartwatches holds some exciting possibilities as technology continues to advance. Now, in healthcare, future smartwatches are likely to feature even more advanced health monitoring capabilities. This may include improved sensors for tracking vital signs, detecting a broader range of health conditions, and providing more accurate data for users and healthcare professionals. Smartwatches will increasingly incorporate advanced biometric authentication features as time goes on, include more sophisticated methods such as fingerprint scanning, vein pattern recognition, or even electrocardiogram (ECG) biometrics for secure access. As display technology advances, smartwatches may adopt flexible and foldable displays, even eventually moving into hologram or virtual reality displays. Smartwatches could integrate with augmented reality technologies, providing users with enhanced information and interactions. This could be particularly useful for navigation, gaming, immersive experiences. Design and aesthetics are likely to become even more crucial. Smartwatches may evolve to seamlessly integrate with fashion trends, offering customizable designs, materials, and bands to appeal to a much broader audience than it currently does. Smartwatches may incorporate environmental sensors to provide users with information about air quality, pollution levels, other environmental factors, and this could contribute to more comprehensive understanding of a user's well-being. Future smartwatches may feature more advanced gestures, allowing users to interact with their devices in new and intuitive ways. This could include gestures for navigating menus, answering calls, or controlling applications. So the evolution of smartwatches will likely be shaped by ongoing technological advancements, user preferences, and emerging trends in health, connectivity, and design. These devices continue to mature. They're expected to play an increasingly integral role in the digital lives of the average consumer. Well, that's it for today's episode of 5 Weird Things. If I missed anything, got it absolutely right, or you have an idea about a future video that I can't ignore, put it in the comments below. Take care. Have a great day.